Baby, when I said that this week would be about triggers, I was not lying. Okay, I'm not going to go into my personal life too much on here, but let's just say that I was definitely tested. I'm not even going to say it was a test. I'm going to say it was an opportunity for expansion, right? So I had my opportunity for expansion last night, and I feel like I did a very good job in not reacting to triggers. So maybe this is coming up more because more of us need to work on it. But don't let people bait you, okay? If people want to have a narrative about who you are, right? How powerful or powerless they think you are, let them go on with their delusional narrative. It has nothing to do with you. And if anything, it just proves that you pressure out here, okay? We pressure out here for real. And that's not us being cocky or tooting our own horn. It's just the obvious, okay? It's just proof is in the pudding. When they pressed on you, when they can't stop talking about you, they can't keep your name out their mouth, okay, you pressure. Especially if you're just doing your own thing and you staying out the way, okay? Don't let these people make you feel like you owe them anything, especially when you moving in peace and you're focused on your journey and you're being the best light you that you possibly can in this, you know, in this now moment. But you're being the best you that you can in this moment and you're being about light and love, then you don't ever have to question who you are based on somebody else's description or based on what somebody chooses to throw at you when they know that they can't interrupt your peace, okay? That's how you know that you're on the right track. When you are peaceful as fuck and you are starting to gain momentum in like what truly works for you, your self-care, self-empowerment, all that, like those positive things that you're doing, okay? You gaining momentum with that, and then somebody try to come along and try to interrupt that, okay? That means that, you know how video games, when you on a certain level, that means that you beating the boss, okay? Remember, once you start seeing things as a game be played with fun, then you don't have to take it seriously when somebody tries to come through and interrupt your peace or what you got going on. Just don't let it happen. It's easier said than done, but just exercise discipline. I got another video coming out soon, guys, that I want to talk about how discipline can feel like freedom. And I know that sounds crazy because most of the time we're talking about freeing ourselves through like play and through love and stuff, but discipline feeling like freedom, that was definitely a message that came to me recently, and I said I gotta do a video about that. And I always like to shout out credit where credit due, because I came across a YouTuber on here who they're doing very great with having a routine that they stick to. Actually, there's a couple of YouTubers that I follow that have a great routine. But I used to tie routine to kind of like added pressure on myself. Like I was making my routine, I think, what's the word for it? Too anal? I don't know. I was making my routine too serious, and I wasn't setting a certain intention or energy about my routine. I was doing it as if it was work, pretty much, or a task, or like a checklist that, okay, I gotta get through this checklist. But this recent YouTuber that I came across, the way her routine is a part of the best parts of her day, or makes her day like the best. It's still early. My brain's still waking up, okay? It's freedom for her, and it freed her having a routine. And I say, you know what? I think that works for me too. If I start putting different energy into having a routine and not see it as like something so daunting or that I got to get through. So that's a message for some of us watching as well. And I definitely will expand with a video on that. But this was my morning messy message from Erica Taz, letting y'all know that don't let these people come. This is Triggers Part 3, okay? Don't let these people come and try to knock you off your energy and your square just because they mad that they no longer have access to fucking up your peace, all right? And on that note, peace. And y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I love y'all. Erica Taz.